Here, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining me. I'm Nico. Today's video was a requested video from my friend Cherry. Hey Cherry. So the video that's requested was a what do I eat in a day video. So quick disclaimer, I am not like this healthy person who eats amazingly every day. It's really random most of the time, unless I've just planned whatever meal I'm gonna cook. Sometimes, I go out to eat, but I'm trying to get back on my healthy stuff because I had like some tests done by my doctor. There are a couple things that were a little concerning, nothing major, but a couple things that were a little concerning. So I'm trying to get back to it, get back on my healthy eating and get back on my exercising regularly and my yoga and meditation regularly, of course. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to eat for breakfast and what I'm going to eat for dinner. Lunch is kind of like weird for me. I feel like I eat the meals close enough because I really usually only eat a couple times a day, and then a lot of times I'll just like snack in between. So I'm going to show you at least these two things that I'm eating today. So the first thing I'm doing is this smoothie bowl. It's a super simple recipe. I'm going to put it down in the description box. And I just make it like with my Fruit Ninja or whatever, and I have some fresh fruit and some frozen fruit I'm gonna put in there, some almond milk. I'm gonna put some yogurt in mine just to make it a little more of a creamy texture, frozen bananas, chia seeds. So, just something that's not too heavy in the morning, but provides a little bit of protein with the chia seeds. You can also add a nut butter in there if you wanna add some more protein. So it's a really easy and simple recipe. So I'm gonna start with some frozen fruit. Almost everything is from Trader Joe's, but there's a couple things that aren't from Trader Joe's. So I'm gonna start with this frozen fruit, and this is the organic berry blend, and it has strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries. I love raspberries. And the recipe just called for a cup, like a heaping cup. I'm just gonna roughly pour it in here, but I mean, this is kind of hard to measure. Whoops. This is kind of hard to measure because the pieces are so big. So maybe just pour a little bit in there. Okay. And then I already have chopped up these frozen bananas. I chopped them up this morning. So I'm gonna throw these frozen bananas in here. It said like one small banana. So I'm gonna just put what I think is equivalent to a banana. I'm gonna try to separate these slices. Bananas are like sticky and slimy, so they'll freeze together. All right, I think that should be good. Maybe one more piece. All right, so I did want to add a little bit of this collagen powder I have into my smoothie bowl. I got this from Trader Joe's. It's $10, which is a good price for this. It has collagen, and I think it has a little bit of protein. You can add protein powder if you want, but I feel like sometimes this helps me out, like when my joints are sore. But what I'm going to do is dissolve it in this almond milk. This is the almond milk I bought, unsweetened vanilla almond milk. I got this from Whole Foods. So I'm going to dissolve it in the almond milk because sometimes these kind of things don't really dissolve well. I'll just add a little bit. And it says to do 2 scoops twice a day for this, but I never do. I just do whatever. I just do it whenever I remember. So I'm just gonna throw 1 scoop in here. So, and I'm just gonna dissolve this in here so it's not all clumpy. It's kind of hard for it to dissolve when you just try to throw it in with everything. So I'm gonna get this nice and dissolved in here first. And it usually does pretty good in cold liquid. All right, and I also wanted to add a little bit of yogurt to mine. So I have this Greek yogurt with honey. I like this one because there's no sugar added in it. And of course, yogurt has some probiotics in it. All right, so I'm just gonna add like a spoon of it. I also want to add a little bit of spinach just so I can have some green. This organic spinach, organic baby spinach from Trader Joe's. just gonna add a little bit of this. Yeah, just to have a little vegetable, you know. Try to do what we can. And then I'm gonna pour my almond milk in here. Hopefully this is enough, but if not, I have it right here so I can add some more. Top on. Make sure the top is like on, because you don't have that top on right, it'll like leak on you. Okay, so it looks like this is blended up good. This is what it looks like. And I'm gonna put in my bowl, spoon it into my bowl. And then I have some fresh fruit cut up already that I'm gonna put in here. And so I have some fresh berries and some kiwi, and so I'm just gonna throw this on top. I cut up a lot of it, but that's good, I want a lot. And then I'm gonna just top it off with some granola. So this granola I got from Whole Foods. I didn't get it from Trader Joe's because a lot of Trader Joe's granola has coconut or nuts in it, and I have a nut allergy. So I got this granola here. Gluten-free sprouted honey hemp granola. This is it right here. And it says it's made in a nut-free facility, so that's good for me. I don't have to worry about like cross-contamination or whatever, you know. And I'm gonna just sprinkle some of this on here. It looks so nice. Don't mind my top of the refrigerator. I just put everything on top of the refrigerator. It's like another shelf. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Here's what it looks like. Oh my God, y'all, I'm about to spill it. There's what it looks like. So I'm gonna eat this right now because it is way past breakfast time. It's actually like kind of late in the day, but I had all this stuff to do and I didn't eat anything. Don't do that because then you get real crabby and you don't feel good. So I'm gonna eat this now and then I'll come back later and show you my dinner recipe. Hey y'all, so I'm back. I never did eat dinner that day, which was yesterday. I was so tired, so I just ate my breakfast. It was like mid-afternoon. I just ate my breakfast and then I had a snack and I went to sleep. So my snack was guacamole and tortilla chips. I'll show you the tortilla chips. I bought these tortilla chips from Whole Foods. They're really good. And then I just had like the fresh guacamole they sell. It's like in the cooler or whatever. It's really good. It tastes super fresh. I like it a lot. So that was what I had yesterday. After I had my smoothie bowl, I had my snack and I kind of went to bed. I had so much to do. And like I told you yesterday, don't do that. So anyway, today I'm gonna make these shrimp bowls. I wanted to do something with shrimp because I've kind of been eating terribly over the past like a month or two. So I'm gonna do these blackened shrimp bowls. I'm changing the recipe a little bit, but I'll put the recipe down below in the description box. The recipe calls for brown rice, but I'm gonna use couscous instead. And I seasoned the shrimp accordingly like the recipe said. And I have it right here. I seasoned it already and I kind of just let it marinate. So it's just in here with the spices on it marinated. So I'm gonna cook this. I'm cooking my couscous right now. And it's a super easy recipe. The most cooking you have to do is the couscous or the brown rice. And then everything else you just kind of put on top of there. It calls for like a corn salsa, which I think they make on the recipe, but I just got some pico de gallo and I'm gonna put some corn in it. And I have like some fresh lime I'm gonna squeeze on top, and I have some fresh avocado that I'm gonna put on there too. So it should be pretty good. So I'm gonna come back and check in with you all after I cook the couscous and the shrimp and I just start assembling. Okay, so I've cooked my shrimp and my couscous. Here's how the couscous looks. Couscous is so easy to cook. It only takes like a few minutes. Here's the shrimp. And I'm just gonna assemble the things. So I put some couscous in a bowl. And I got some fire roasted corn that I bought frozen, but I defrosted it in the microwave. So I'm gonna put that on there. And then I have avocado. Trader Joe's sells these teeny tiny avocados and they're good for like, you know, one serving situation. So I think I'm gonna just put the whole thing in there. So I'm gonna just scoop it out with my spoon. If you wanna mash it up or some of the shrimp. I like shrimp a lot, so I'm gonna put a good amount of the shrimp. And like I was mentioning before, I haven't been eating the best, so I'm trying to like do like seafood or like fish or shrimp, or just like not really heavy meats or like no meat at all. Just until I can get my health back on track, or better, I should say. I'll put some shrimp in there. And then I got some fresh pico de gallo from Whole Foods. It's the pico de gallo. So you don't even really need like the squeeze of lime or cilantro that's in the recipe if you have pico de gallo, because that's already in pico de gallo. But I mean, you can add it if you want. Well, usually I'm a pretty clean, like when it comes to cooking, I try to like clean as I go. That's kind of the person I am. It's because I don't like a mess. I just don't like a big mess. And to drink, I'm either gonna have water or kombucha, one of those two things. So this is how the bowl looks. And I'm gonna eat it right now. Okay, y'all, so this is the end of this video. It took me 3 days to make this video, which I did not expect, but I had such a busy weekend. Thursday, I was running errands all day. Friday, I was running some errands. Friday night, I had a DJ gig. Saturday afternoon, I had a DJ gig. Sunday afternoon, I had a photo shoot I was doing. So I was just really busy with everything. And so it took me a little bit longer than expected to make this video, but I hope it was what you expected it to be. I want to do more of these videos if you do like it. So if you have some suggestions, feel free to leave them below. I'm trying to get better about taking in constructive criticism about things and trying to apply it when it's necessary. So if you have any tips for me about making these what I eat in a day videos, please feel free to let me know. Like I was mentioning throughout the video, I'm going to try to eat a little bit better and a little bit healthier, because I hadn't been eating well, and I also hadn't been getting a good amount of sleep, and my body has been thrown all the way off. So I'm sticking to more so seafood and like eating stuff with no meat, having some days where I don't eat meat, just to try to get my body back into a healthier space, and also trying to up my cardio and working out more regularly. I still do yoga every day, so I'm still doing that, but I want to up my cardio too, just to get, you know, my blood flowing and my heart pumping and everything. And it also just helps me feel better when I do cardio on a regular basis. So if you have any questions about anything I prepared or where any of the items were from, you can leave a comment down below. I'll read it and I'll answer it. And if you have any suggestions for me about something that you like to prepare for yourself, feel free to leave a comment or leave a recipe down below for that too. Only thing is, I have a nut allergy. I'm allergic to tree nuts, but I can eat almonds, and I can have like coconut oil and some certain nut oils if they're like filtered oils. So feel free to leave a comment if you have any suggestions at all for me. And as always, thank you for watching. Peace and love.